Fibs, half-truths, lies. Call them what you want, but there are certainly plenty of them about Walt Disney World in Florida. And in this video, I'm going to be setting the record straight on some of the most common Disney World falsehoods to ever hit the internet. Hi, I'm Andrew from Florida Tips for Brits. Thanks so much for clicking on this video, and if you enjoy it, please consider giving it the old thumbs up. It's totally free, and it helps the channel out quite a bit. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So the first lie I'm going to address in this video is that there are real graves at the Haunted Mansion. Now look, I know that Disney are renowned for going that extra mile when it comes to theming for their attractions, but I think burying actual human remains at a ride is where they're going to draw the line. Although one headstone that can be found in the queue line does feature the name of a real Imagineer and special effects wizard by the name of Yale Gracie, or Master Gracie, with the headstone reading, "Master Gracie laid to rest, no mourning please at his request." Now Yale Gracie is credited with inventing several of the effects on the Haunted Mansion ride, the most notable of which is the Leota effect, you know, the really cool one with the floating head and stuff. Well, this is the guy who actually invented that effect, so I think he's pretty well deserving of this tribute at the attraction. But it's definitely not a real grave. Okay, and on to the next lie about Disney that's got people totally sucked in, and that is the turkey legs at Disney World are actually emu legs, or that they're ham, or some other kind of meat. They are not. They are actually 100% turkey. So love them or hate them, turkey legs at Disney World are definitely a classic menu item that have been around at the parks since 1989, thanks to the food and beverage executive Dave Jarrett, who actually spotted the giant legs while travelling on business for Disney. Then, upon his return from his travels, Dave suggested to the management that they be sold in the theme parks, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, the reason they're so massive is they're actually from the larger male or tom turkeys, as opposed to the turkey legs you're perhaps used to seeing on your dinner tables at Christmas and Thanksgiving. These are most oftentimes female turkeys and therefore smaller. So the next time you're tucking into a turkey leg at Disney World, even if it somehow tastes like ham and looks as though it came from Godzilla, you can rest assured that it is definitely turkey you're eating. Now, I'm not a fan of the turkey leg, to be honest. I'm more of a corn dog guy, but that's a different story. Now, moving on to our next lie, and that is that there are no mosquitoes at Walt Disney World. And this lie really bugs me. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm a dad, what do you want? Now again, this one is just not true. I wish it was, because those little things love taking a bite out of me every time I go to Disney World. I just can't go out at night without ending up like some kind of map being drawn on my leg or something. I don't know, it's gross, but yeah, unfortunately, this is definitely not true. Disney do have a highly effective bug control protocol in place that drastically reduce the number of mosquitoes, thank goodness, but they are basically impossible to eradicate from the parks entirely. So if you're like me and you're one of those folks that is just irresistible to those winged little bloodsuckers, might I suggest that you pack some bug spray? It'll probably come in handy. Moving on with our list now of lies about Disney World that people totally believe, and that is that you cannot purchase alcohol at the Magic Kingdom. Well, this lie is at least rooted in truth, as it did used to be true, as Walt wanted to keep Disney World dry. Not that kind of dry, this is Florida, you've got no chance, but dry in terms of alcohol. And he did succeed for a good long while. But along with the completion of the new Fantasyland expansion back in 2012, came the Beauty and the Beast themed Be Our Guest restaurant, and along with it the availability of alcohol inside of the Magic Kingdom for the first time. Now this was obviously over 10 years ago now, and since then more locations have jumped onto the boozy bandwagon, serving up all kinds of alcoholic beverages, including hard liquor in some locations. So don't worry, you can get an alcoholic drink at Disney World. Crisis averted. Okay then, next on our list is that you're not allowed to visit a Disney World resort hotel unless you're staying there. Now, this isn't true. You can totally visit to take a look around or eat at the restaurants, but it is worth noting that you will need a dining reservation if you're planning to park your car in the parking lot. But of course, if you're planning to take any kind of resort transportation, Skyliner, monorail or bus, you can totally just pop over to take a look around, shop in the stores, eat in the restaurants, you know, do what you want. One thing you can't do, however, is use the pools in the resort hotels. These are reserved for the folks staying there, and in fact, even if you're staying at another Disney resort hotel, you're not supposed to pool hop within other resorts. Next, all of the screams you hear from the Tower of Terror are real. Well, guess what? They're not. Some of the screams are real for sure. I mean, for one thing, it's a pretty thrilling ride, but a good deal of the screams you actually hear are pre-recorded and are being broadcast through the park's PA system speakers close to the ride to create atmosphere, and of course enhance the feeling of excitement as you approach the attraction.
It's my games.
It's all very clever stuff. And then, cast members are not allowed to say no to you. This one definitely sounds like it might be true. After all, there's that no pointing with one finger rule that they have to do, like the finger guns stuff. But this one actually isn't true. Cast members can totally say no to you. It is true, however, that they are strongly encouraged to try and find a softer way to decline any random requests you might have given, like such as giving Mickey a piggyback or, you know, whatever. But that being said, if it's warranted, cast members will and do say no to people. But something you should definitely not say no to is watching this video next. After all, YouTube has picked it just for you. Thanks for watching.